Hello, what is going on YouTube? Like Solar here. And in today's video I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to set up your steering wheel and pedals for Grid Autosport, and also going to be teaching you how to drift. So the first things first is you want to go ahead and go into options and extras, plug in your racing wheel, your pedals, whatever you've got. You're going to go into your controls and you're going to go on to choose preset. Now mine is this one right here, direct input device. That's what it shows up as. So when you're just going to go ahead and select that. Once you select that, you want to configure all of your controls like on here. So I've got my accelerate, brake, all the important ones, you know, including gear up and gear down. And once you've done all that, do not just leave it there, because you want to go into advanced options and you want to change these to your steering dead zone to 0%. That means there's no limitations for when you turn your steering wheel. So like if I turn mine about 20 degrees and I have this on about 10%, it will not actually pick up in the game. It'll just ignore it until I go over that. So you want to put that on 0, so the slightest bit of movement affects the in-game movement. So it's like as you turn your wheel, the character turns. Now your steering saturation is the steering sensitivity. If you have this on 100%, it's going to be very I think it's very unsensitive. So basically you'll turn it all the way around and it will barely move. And that, so I did this on 50%, so it's not too sensitive, but it's not to the point where I have to like near enough snap the wheel off in order to turn. The linearity, I just kept that on 0 because I don't really understand what it meant. You got your throttle and your brake dead zones, want them on 0, and then of course your throttle sensitivity and your brake, I just think I'm just on 45, just because I feel like they need to be quite sensitive. So yeah. So once you have sorted out all of your controls, you want to go ahead and head into a drift event, and I will tell you how to drift. So you want to go into tune it. Now I always go for C2 drift, I think it is, because it's got my favourite car on there, and let's go for this track. It's a nice track. So I'm going to go into Brands Hatch. Actually no we're not. I'm going to go for this one because it's actually my favourite track. I'm going to go for 3 laps. Actually I was put on 10 laps because it's not going to be a long video, but I don't want to finish the race just yet. Alright, my advice, put the damage on visual only, so if you crash you will not fuck up your car. And yeah, that's about it. Now when it comes to selecting cars, this is actually does play I need to actually change this. Right. So C1 drift. The other thing I don't like about this game is the fact that it doesn't actually save like how you put these, it always resets it, which is kind of annoying. So we're going here, alright. Z34, which is my favourite car for this, to be honest guys, is the 370Z. This car is just overkill when it comes to doing drift races. So if you don't know what car you're gonna like for drifting, I would rather recommend the Nissan Silvia S13 Club K, I think that is Club K S13, or the actually I think it's a 240SX S13 it's called on this. I don't know, I can't remember. But rather the S13 or the 370Z in my opinion, because those are the best handling cars you can get. Now you don't have to do this, but I always do this because obviously your car becomes lighter, you get more power and more speed. So I always upgrade the car fully, and then of course go ahead and click for qualifying. Now the most important thing to realise about this is when you're driving, you don't want to like go ahead and go full speed into a corner. I take it to 4th and then I shift down to 3rd and do throttle management. So I'm taking corners and my wire's getting in the way, sorry about that, it's kind of awkward doing this. third gear is actually oh, we overdid it there. Basically, third gear is actually, in my opinion, the best gear to go for, but always shifting up between second and third will not hurt at all, because this allows full control over your car's speed, and it is actually just probably the most stable way to go about when you first start drifting. I still do it. I mean, I've been drifting for about 4 days straight, kind of thing, and I'm not gonna lie, the drifting in this game, when you first try it, it is quite awkward using your steering wheel and pedals, but as long as you get used to the whole turning into corners, full throttle kind of thing, and shifting up and down at the right times, you will eventually get the hang of it. And if you play this game online, or you're just like having a solo session like I'm doing, playing by yourself, trying to get decent scores and just trying to get better at drifting, then it's also a really good way to practice. Braking on this doesn't really matter, to be honest. As long as you don't take corners at like 150 miles per hour, then everything should be just fine. But yeah, so I'd taken this corner at about 80, taking it in fourth, shift down to third as we're going into the corner, which adds more, so rev them up way more. And of course in this one we're going to fourth to stabilise the back end out, back down to 3, and go straight into the corners, go into second to create more of a wheel spin, and then more or less drifting so we can stabilise out. And it's basically just keep doing these steps, guys, over and over again in the right area. And yeah, see, we overdid that a little as well. If you just keep doing this over and over again, you guys will eventually be able to see that it's not hard to drift on this game. It's actually the only game, in my opinion, that you can actually drift with a wheel on without breaking the game. Because Need for Speed Shift, they just do not like steering wheel for drifting. It breaks the game physics. But yeah, it's actually not that bad when you get used to it. And just remember to play around with your controls and everything, and just, you know, play around with all your settings until you get what you suit. Also as well, I do recommend using manual gears for drifting, because it gives you total control over your car's acceleration into the corners and your speed. Because you see, this obviously limits me at about 70 miles per hour in third gear. Okay, maybe not. But drifting, in my opinion, is absolutely, it's one of my favourite things to do in games. It's just one of those things you've got to do in life. If I could do it in real life, I would definitely give it a go. Oh, we fucked that up a little bit, but oh well, we've still got a 5-star rating, so that doesn't matter. Just always remember as well, guys, try and learn from your mistakes if you can, and eventually you'll find yourself doing drifts like Ken Block and shit. With enough practice anyway. I mean, as you can see, I'm not the best drifter, but after 4 days of practicing, I'm not going to say I'm really good, but I think I've sort of got the hang of it. But after this lap, I will call this video at the end, because obviously it's not a very long tutorial, it's not very hard to follow these steps, you know. If you have any questions, guys, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below, and I will respond to them as fast as I can. I'll also leave a link in the bottom of my video, well, in the description, to the, if I can find it anyway, the racing wheel that I've got. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. It's always a pleasure doing videos for you guys. So go ahead and click the like button below if you enjoyed the video and I helped you out. If you don't like it, please do go ahead and click the dislike button. Remember to subscribe to my channel so I can keep on, to support my channel so I can keep on creating more content. And I love you guys, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.